Greetings everyone and welcome back to the Cataclysm and of course to Brutus Salazar. Now, in this episode we are going to begin the arduous task of emptying out the mansion. Now, we have a couple of things on us at the moment that I would like to deal with as well. We've got books to read and also meat to cook, and that's actually one of the more important things. But the first thing we're going to have to do is we need to look for fold. There we go. Folding swaggin. Please take that out and then reset. There. Alright, I would like to apply the folding swaggin and unfold it. There we go. Now, I would like to grab the folding swaggin and begin moving things down there. Now, I don't want to move any of these items out of the car. These are special items for the car specifically. A steel jerry can so that I can, generally speaking, the steel jerry can and the hoses so that I can drain out other cars' fuel tanks as I come across them. Right now, that's not strictly something we need for this car. Eventually, we will probably put in a secondary engine. That's going to require much higher levels of mechanics, though. But having a fallback, should we run out of electricity, being able to switch over to diesel or petrol engine, that would be particularly good. But generally speaking, everything there is going to be staying there. We don't want to move any of that out. However, everything here we do want to move over. In fact, actually, let's start with our inventory first, shall we? Let's clear out our inventory of things I don't need on us. Oh no, don't move that. Don't. Wait, did you? Please tell me you didn't just... I bet we did. I thought I was saying no to that, but clearly I didn't spend enough time reading it, and that's my bad, really. Let's get all of this over. Yeah, an open enemy can. You know what? That's so fantastically annoying. But oh well. Right, we now want to move everything else in there. These things will happen from time to time, and again, I do appreciate it's frustrating when if I'd just taken a little bit more time, and I'm the first one to say, you know, take your time with roguelike games. There's no pressure. But when I'm recording a series for YouTube, I'm deathly afraid of dead air. It's just a fear that you naturally pick up. And unfortunately, my dyslexia makes reading a little bit hard, so I have to use shortcuts to it, which often lead to undesirable results. Alas. Right, let's get everything over there. Are we going to be able to fit everything into the folding wagon? Oh, that's fantastic. That's actually really, really good. Right, have we got over here a welder? Sure. Well, yeah, it's fully charged, so there's not particularly any reason to have that in there. Have I got the welding goggles, though? Did I actually bring those? Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Okay. Right, while we're out here, look, you know, again, waste not, want not. Alright, around. There's tainted bone. I don't want the majority of items here, so I'm just going to cut all of these up. There's nothing there I particularly care about, but I would like to move everything but the tainted meat across. So there we go. Eventually, as I've mentioned, you will want to start gathering these things. Is there anything there I want to keep? Nope, they can all go. You will eventually want to keep all of the tainted meat as well, because you can actually make it zombie pheromone. In fact, can I make zombie pheromone yet? No. No, we can't. And zombie pheromone, for those who aren't aware of how useful that is, if you've ever seen the film Mimic, that is a pretty old film, but it dealt with creatures. It was a monster flick. Around them was to smell like them. So they would take a gland out of a dead mimic and they would rub it on themselves. As long as they smelt like the mimics, that was one of the main ways that the mimics would identify each other. And it's pretty much the same with zombies in Cataclysm. If you smell like a zombie, they'll generally not bother you. So let's cut all of that up. You can use that to get out of some pretty hairy situations. Destination is full. Okay, well that's fine. The rags can just stay on the floor. We'll come back out for everything else. The mansion is the main place we want to be right now. Now, to find a good place to set up is the next question. Now, can we find an internal room? Is this an internal room? If it is, then this is going to be where we're dropping off all our things. Yes, it's an internal room. That is actually fantastic then. Okay, this is our gathering spot then. Close that door for now. And everything in the folding swagon needs to be on the ground. So go ahead and ditch everything. Right. Now I want to grab the brazier, and we will actually set that up. Where is the brazier? There we go. Apply the brazier right about there. Am I wielding? I'm not wielding the longbow. You know what? I should be wielding the longbow. Let's go ahead and wield that. We'll store the umbrella in our inventory. We may well want to go and grab that again. Drop the splintered wood. Grab my campfire drill, which should be in here somewhere. There we go. Thank you. And that's not going to give us enough time, though, is it? I'm going to need my toolbox. Please tell me I brought my toolbox. Did I not bring my toolbox? Oh, that would be typical me. Typical me, one of the most important things to bring. No, there we are. Ah. Also, I'm going to grab my crowbar, actually. There's quite a few things in here that we're realistically going to want to keep apart from other things. So let me just separate these out a little bit now. We'll separate the matchbook as well. The food can be separated out too. Coffee syrup, yeah, we'll separate these things out and drop those just up here. There we are. Perfect. We'll drop our tools. Let me just move this down there. I would like to drop anything like frying pan, hobo stove, makeshift well, no, we'll keep the crowbar on us for now. The umbrella can go down. The welder can go down. There we go. Next up, chunks of meat need to come with us. Was there anything else particular use here? The stomach as well. Aspirin, calcium tablet. That's not particularly useful, but we'll grab it. I'll grab the sunglasses as well because those are things that I do actually want to keep. Jerry can of clean water, and the lighter should be on us. There we go. Right, let's drop down the remaining items of food. There we are. And I'm going to drop off the aspirin, the calcium tablets there as well for the time being. Down here, we'll drop off the welding goggles, the sunglasses, the trench coat, and actually, I'll drop the bone over there as well. Okay, right, let's light. Well, actually, no, before we do, let's go ahead and take apart this furniture. We don't need it here, and it's going to be a source of fuel for the brazier for us to cook some items with. I'll take 1 2x4. That should be all we need for what we're going to be making. And then I will gather everything else into a single pile right there. There we go. Right, okay, so let's activate the campfire drill. There we are. And let's immediately cook the food that we brought with us. So we've got a boiled stomach. Now, someone said that you could keep broth pretty much forever in a sealed stomach. Now, I'm wondering about that. Would a water skin not have the same quality? Let's just have a check of something sealed. A large sealed stomach or a sealed stomach? The stomach of a creature cleaned and sealed with a string. It can hold 1.5 liters of water, so it's watertight. Can store 1.5. This can be resealed. Water skin. It can be resealed. Now, the resealed quality, one would assume would keep something fresh inside, possibly. I mean, it depends on why it's why it would not be fresh anymore. I mean, some things will just go bad because there's bacteria and things, and there's chemical reactions happening inside. But it's possible. Interesting. A very interesting one. We're not going to worry about that for now. We're just going to have a boiled stomach. So let's go ahead and make that. And then I would probably like to cook the wild veggies. And then finally, all of the meat. We can't make this into jerky, unfortunately. But that's fine. Let's just get all of that cooked meat. Now, is there anything else we wanted to do here? We can make some coffee. Might be worth it, actually. Just for the stamina buff it would give. But let's gobble down the boiled stomach first. And then we're going to eat the cooked meat, since that's going to go off sooner. I would like to have some clean water if we can. There we go. And we're good. Alright, let's drop that off then. We don't need to be taking that with us any further. There we are. We'll also drop the lighter off. And the campfire drill. Now I would like to quickly read this and find out what it has. Can bring your fabrication to 10. Requires fabrication level 5 to understand, which we have. It can teach us how to make black powder, yan, scimitar, crossbow, yang. I'm doing my best, okay? I apologize if I'm getting it really bad. Hopefully I am getting some points for at least attempting and not just going kiang. Maybe that's how it's meant to be though, or jian. Boiled leather armor, plated leather armor, fire lance shot, lamella armor, okay. Fire lance charge, conical helm, a G, a Dao, and a fire lance. I wonder what a fire lance is. Fire lance. Let's have a look. A fire lance. It's a melee weapon. An ancient Chinese spear with a small tube attached for a charge of gunpowder. While it has an extremely short range, it gives a powerful edge in close combat. Techniques: precise strike, stun for 2 turns on crit, medium blocking ability, can do reach attacks, but can also fire. Base aim speed is very low. Even chance of a good hit at range 3. Takes 8 seconds to aim. Very low dispersion. Wow. Incredible amounts of recoil. To be expected there. Fire lance shot. Little more than a charge of gunpowder for a basic firearm with small pellets as shot. Despite the minimal range, it packs a punch. That might actually be really nice. That might be really nice. Fire lance charge, a little more than... well, fire lance shot. Need paper, gunpowder, lead, or a fire lance charge. Does this need a fire lance charge? No. A little more than a charge of gunpowder for a basic firearm, despite its minimal range. It just requires paper and a decent chunk of black powder. But this one does more damage. Damage 75! Wow. Absolutely wow. And that 3,000 recoil though. Oof. Kind of nasty. It has a little bit of armor pierce on it. That's in a really tight situation. That might prove, you know, absolutely what you need. Right, okay. Well, we're heading out now. Let's grab the folding swagon. There we go. Now, let's first and foremost empty this room. Is there anything by the armor stand? No. Okay. The way we're going to be moving around here is we're just going to literally be dumping anything that we find into the folding swagon. Not really caring what it is. We'll do the sorting once we get back to this room each time. We probably will also empty this room. Glass shard. Okay, we'll grab you as well. And a tie clip. There we are. And with that, we may as well just dump everything here quickly. So there we are. Now, off we go. We'll start out here and work our way back through the base. I've got enough things with me that I should be able to fortify or at least repair the damaged windows. I'm not strictly going to remove all windows, I'll just close the curtains on a lot of them. I think that's probably a better option right now. But I am going to be fairly thorough in the way that we approach this. So, let's go ahead and push all of this into the folding wagon. There we are. And let go there. Is there anything else out here? No, nothing else out there that we need to worry about. Good. Right, we've got a nice armchair there, a simple table, some sofa, a table. Don't particularly need any of these. Let's deconstruct them so that I can repair these, board up these windows. There we go, we've got a bit of light coming from the outside. There we are, that's fine. Now then, I would like to... I could build a window? I haven't got a sheet of glass though, so, you know, that's never going to happen. But I could... I wonder. I'm saying that I can build the window. No, I can't build there. I was wondering if we could just basically skip a certain stage of it, but no, it doesn't appear so. And we'll board up this window as well. Can we reinforce the boarded up window? We need some extra nails. Well, I am fairly certain we can find those. Let's go ahead and deconstruct the table. And the sofa as well, since we're here. There we are. Now, we're not going to get anything from this because deconstructing is so basic of a skill. It just absolutely would give us nothing at this point. But reinforcing the windows would come up. Really, am I out of nails again? That's kind of frustrating, I'll be honest with you. Okay, well, perhaps what I should do is go and grab the nails that I dropped off in there. Since it looks like we're going to be using these a lot. There we go. And we'll just get this one boarded up as well. There we go. And I'll leave... Ooh, something downstairs. We should probably head downstairs as something of a priority. Just because they will break the stuff that's down there. And that would be particularly sad. Okay, we're overburdened. Let's drop this off. In fact, yeah, I am fairly certain that we're going to be doing that. We're going to be heading... Oops, that was not what I meant to do. We are going to be heading down to get all of that sorted. We'll drop off the 2x4s over there. We won't actually drop off the heavy sticks. That's, everything else can go into this pile here. Except for the nails. We'll keep the nails with us, I think. Might as well. 36 rags. My goodness. There we go. We will be bringing the nails with us downstairs, I think. Alright, let's grab what we can here. But again, there's a lot of stuff in downstairs that you're not going to want to allow to be just destroyed. Some of the chief ones are things that you're never going to be able to... Well, it's hard to make yourself. One of them are the enormous wooden barrels that you'll typically find. Basically casks. You don't want to let those get damaged, frankly. They are far too precious. Far, far too precious. There we are. We want to drop these off. Since they have enormous capacity. About 100 liters, I think? Something around there. And we got a couple of little bits. There we go. Oh, ignore it. It's fine. Ignore it all. There we go. We'll drop this off, and then we'll get the rest done down there. Now, going downstairs is going to be potentially quite dangerous. So, you know, be aware that nothing down there is dead. As evidenced by the fact that it's banging around. I don't consider zombies dead. In my mind, if it's still moving... Here's me possibly being controversial here, because there's a lot of debate on what constitutes life. For me, if the metabolic processes are still running, it's alive. It's really that simple. Right, we're going to go and deal with this shady zombie while it can't really do much about us. Are there a lot? There's 2. And a few dogs as well. That's fine. Let's take you up, please. And again. There we are. And... now... shady zombie corpse? Sure. I believe I actually have... I've got a steak knife on me. I did pick up a butcher knife. And a butcher knife would get us more cuts of meat, I believe. But... I'll have to have a look into that. Grab the tainted bones. I'll go deal with the shady zombie while we can. We don't strictly need to be cutting the zombies up, butchering them. We could just pulp them at this point for much the same effect. Where is that shady zombie? Really? I went in completely the wrong direction, it seems. Oh, maybe the dogs killed it. Fair enough. Alright, well, let's head on down. At any rate. Now, folding swagon. We're going down here, which means I need you to fold. There we are. I'll pick up the nails myself. Pick up the folding swagon. Down we go, and this is the advantage to having a vehicle that can fold. There we are. Grab you. Drop off anything I don't need in my inventory. Which means we don't need... Oh, really, I'm carrying that still. That's a bit annoying. Okay. Right, where are we going to go first? Let's explore... Okay. Got quite a few things down here. Now, the advantage here is that they are going to have a lot of trouble seeing me. Backing up. And again. And again. There we go. Another one over there. Don't worry about the noise, just keep shooting. And pull back a little bit. And again. There we go. Now, there is going to be a lot of stuff going on down here. Awful lot of stuff. Yeah, dog food. Okay. Should be okay. Ignore the distractions. Just break things if you can. All the distractions. Unless we see it, don't worry about it. Also, I need to sneeze. And again, I'm going to give you the advice that I'm not taking, and that is don't hold in your sneezes. It's stupid, and it hurts your ribcage. Right. Okay. So, rest for a few moments. There we are. Now let's carry on. How many arrows have I got? 54 arrows. We've more than enough to deal with anything we find. Aluminium can. Let's not worry about you. But everything here, let's store it. Want all of that into the folding swagon. Not too many 2x4s, which is good. That means this folding swagon is not going to be overburdened. Now, my usual means of searching, especially downstairs, is find a spot and dump everything onto that spot. Regularly do that. Don't move around too willy-nilly. We don't strictly need these nails and 2x4s, honestly. In fact, if we need them, we know where they are. So, let's just go ahead and grab all of this, drop it all off over here as well. Right there. There we go. No, don't worry about it. Keep moving it. Right. Now, is there anything down here? We've got a little bit of thread. Not too much that we need to worry about. That's a locker that we can take apart, though. Right, okay. The next place... Well, we know where there is something. And I'm going to be silly. And we're immediately going to try and get in here. However... yeah, we're not going to be dragging the folding swagon around behind us so that I can run if I need to. And I need to sneeze again. This time... I'm not going to hold it in. And I'm back with a bare minimum of holding in my sneeze. Right, let's find out what's down here. We've got a fat zombie. Easy enough to deal with. Anything else? Is that the only thing down here? Let's just sweep the room quickly. Yeah, it's fine down there. What on earth is this? It's an arcade machine? A pinball machine? Wow, this is a lap of luxury. I mean, we're in a mansion, so what was I expecting? But still... Wow. Also, I shouldn't have parked the folding swagon on top of the zombie there, because it can cause things in that tile to be damaged. Don't roll over stuff if you can avoid it. Television, RAM, 2x4. Okay, let's pop all of that in there. European Pilsner. Cup of beer. Okay. What we got? Electric cigarette. Advanced electric cigarette. I mean, nothing else will be useful for the batteries. We'll probably take it apart. Let's grab everything here. Everything there. All of the various odds and sods. Some beer has been spilt on the ground there. Tragedy. What have we got here? What is this? Is that just a bottle? Heavily disputed King of Red Wines. I'm quite fond of a Cabernet Sauvignon myself, actually. Let's see. Could I actually pick this up? Does it... Oh, it was just a bottle. Oh, you can't pick up liquid. So no, it has been spilt on the ground. Tragedy. Frankly, tragedy. Let's grab you. Okay. Oh no, it doesn't fit in there. Never mind. Right, let's drop all of this off then. Womp. We could literally just take this room apart. The machines would be specifically of value since it would allow us to... Oops. It would allow us to get some electronic parts, but not something we need to worry about just this second. So let's continue on. I will, however, drink this glass cup of beer. I leave the empty glass. I don't want to do that. I want to pick it up. Now, what do we got down here then? A zombie. Ignore it. Mostly just kill it. But since this place hasn't been cleared, let's sweep through quickly. Let's make sure there's nothing too dangerous down here. And we see the zombie just over here. No, I'm fine. Why am I worried about safe mode? I am actually exploring a zombie-filled mansion. What about this makes me think it's in any way safe? Ignore it. Right, see the zombie approaching? Yes, absolutely. Okay, don't wham all of this stuff, please. Let's just get you over here. Or I can take you up there. Then cut you up. Ignore it. There we go. Just see what's up here. Nothing too much I need to worry about. Okay. Let's get our stamina back. Take your time. You're in no rush. Right. And push everything into the trolley. Now, another reason why I... Ooh. Book of Fairy Tales, okay. Another one of the reasons why I like to cut things up is you can store an entire corpse in a trolley if you've cut it up first. But getting to that one's going to be a little bit tricky, so I'm going to have to deconstruct this crate. Yeah, ignore it for now. Unless they break through, it's not a concern. Come on, we definitely can. There we are. Long underwear. No, there's nothing particularly great, honestly. There we are. What is the wagon's capacity? Oh, the wagon's got loads of room. Anything on that? No, just lots of spare chairs. You know, for those times when you are gonna throw a massive party. What do we have over there? A great coat. A heavy, full-length wool coat, cumbersome but warm and with deep pockets. Very well. Let's move all across and everything from there, of course. Well, this is why we have a crowbar with us. We could move the television across as well. I think we should. There we are. Let's try and grab everything we can. Book of Fairy Tales. Why are they storing books of fairy tales down here? I have no idea, but okay. Also, backpack. That's fine. Let's go and drop this off. There we are. Again, this is going to take a while for us to get through, but it is absolutely worth doing. We'll leave any doors open if we've explored the area. Otherwise, don't worry about it for now. There we are. Don't need to grab any of that yet. There we go. A fork. Well done. What's that? Is that a harp? No. It's a cotton hat. It looked like a harp on its side. I was really excited for a moment. There we go. Not for, again, it's not a particular survival thing. I'm just excited about harps. I'm Welsh, okay? It's just the way it works. Right, let's open you up. Another backpack. Well, we're never really going to run out of backpacks on the plus side. Got a decent amount of drinks as well. Probably open that one. And an enormous amount of materials here. That's the other thing that you should really be focusing on here, is the amount of materials that we have available to us now. Right, we can't store... Oh, no, we can still store things. Okay, good. Can we store any more? Yes, we can. Wow. Grab all of you. Whatever you are. For the most part, we'll just be breaking this stuff down. But it's definitely worth pooling it all together, because it's going to make breaking it down so much easier. Also, it lets you take stock of your items on a looting. Drop all of this off. Ignore the noise. Ignore the noise, thank you. Now, I am getting hungry, I am thirsty. So let's eat some stuff. Spawns in 4 hours. That's tainted meat. That's fine. I almost ate it. Shush. I will use the bandage on my leg, though. There we are. And I will promptly drink some pale ale. And some European Pilsner. And some orange soda. There we go. Right. Onwards. Got no food down here. We can always go up for that, though. Alright, anything else? Again, you can break apart the exercise machine for components. And it's probably worth doing. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We're not down here to be that thorough. Mostly, we're just moving stuff around at the moment. Is there nothing over there? No. Okay. Right, we don't know what's going to be up here. So let's just pop open that door. Have a quick look-see. Okay, nothing too much. Pop open that one. Okay. Right, let's make our job a little bit easier. And just move all of this across into one space that we can easily reach with the folding wagon. There we are. And move all of this down as well. There we go. Right, they're going to break through that door in a little bit. So let's prepare ourselves for that. Pop all of that in. Good. Right, folding wagon could go there. Actually, let's drag the folding wagon over to somewhere where it's going to be out of the way of the fight. There we go. No, come over here, you fool. There we are. Now, it's going to lose sight of us in a moment, but it'll still be following our scent. Can't see us, doesn't matter. In fact, that's actually ideal. Keep up the shots. There we go. This is, again, where Brutus Salazar shines. In this situation, you'd think the zombies had the advantage, but no, it's really not. Stop waiting? Yes, absolutely. Start firing. There we go. Move up. Butcher. There we go. And wait another 5 minutes. There we are. Anything much in here? We have got a screwdriver set. We've got... this is basically... this, to me, is the boiler room. Which is why it looks so peculiar. What have we got down there? We've got old machinery. Okay, it looked like something a little bit more interesting than just old machinery, but alright. Okay, and there's definitely some motion, some sound coming from up here. Or perhaps... No, actually it looks empty. Empty enough, at least. Okay, so let's go ahead, start filling her up once again. There we go, and there we go. Yeah, we're good right now. Let's open all of this up. Womp. Have we found anything particularly useful? No, not so far. Unfortunately, but we are getting quite a lot of items at least. Do we have enough for it? Yes, we do. Marvellous. We've got a newsboy cap and some ski pants. Got some pipes. That is probably going to be too much. No, it isn't. Wow, okay. What have we got? A tool belt. I think that was a good find. Let me go back and double check that. We're just going to drop this stuff off first. And then we'll have a look. Right, so we want to drop all of this off. Whomp. Now, tool belt. Where be you? Tool belt. Common belt with pockets and 4 small belt loops, widely used by handymen and electricians. No, we can use it to make other things, but that one actually doesn't give us It doesn't come with the tools on it, which is a bit of a shame. But that's fine. That is fine. Right, let's give Brutus 5 minutes again. There we go. How's our arrows doing? Yeah, we've still got 53. We've lost one whole arrow in doing all of this. Right. Gallon jug. Ammonia. Pair of rubber boots. Not bad. Got nothing particularly great there. I mean, this is basically a washroom. No, nothing to be excited about there. A bunch of things that were in the middle of their wash cycles when the Cataclysm hit. That's fine, that room's been fully explored, but it does have some more interesting places to go that we should be aware of. Nothing over there. Anything in here? I think that's a baseball bat. An aluminium bat. And a baseball bat. They don't make bad weapons. I'll be honest. If your character is specializing in melee, then you could get much worse than a baseball bat. Much worse than a baseball bat. I do wish the Volkswagen had a little bit of a higher capacity, but oh well. Alright, let's drop things off. Womp. I've not been hearing too much sound moving around, and previously I don't think we heard any sound coming from above, but I could be wrong about that. We may have actually heard some odd things from above as well. In that case, we are going to have to worry a little bit about it, but lots of 2x4s there, and that links up to this room. Good. We've now got a shortcut. What do we have in here? We have seasoned salt. Marvelous, we can make some jerky. Door is locked. We'll come back to you, door. Okay. Alright. Well, we've got a load of things that we can drop in. We've still got plenty of room as well. There. So much stuff in storage down here. So much stuff. Is there anything over there as well? And we've got a comic book. Okay. Ooh, we couldn't actually carry that one. You know what? I can probably carry that one on myself. Since I've got a duffel bag, why aren't I using it? You may be asking yourself. I don't have a good answer for that one right now. I will think of one and get back to you. But we have done a good sweep of the area so far. And it looks like I've got a new message. Right, let's drop off all of these. There we go. And of course, everything in the Volkswagen. Now, we've mapped out 3 tiles north along the east side of the mansion. Sorry, the west side of the mansion. We want to get in there, so let's apply the makeshift crowbar and crunch. Anything of any use? A wrench. You know, if there would have been another time where finding that wrench there would have been everything I could have ever hoped for. We've been particularly fortunate with our current setup, but fortunes can change pretty quickly, actually. From the west, we hear a crunch. Oh, that was us opening the crate. Never mind. Panicked myself for no reason there. Right, anything up here? A couple of things, actually. Hairpin, plenty of downfilled items, which is always nice. Ooh, there we go, some more. Here to thump. No, go ahead. Drop these in there, that's fine. But it looks like we are going to be fighting here. Bandages, always wonderful. Nothing there, that's fine. Anything on this desk? Well, Volkswagen, let me move around. There we go. Metal crossbow bolts. Well now. Well now. Yeah. I'm up to 60 metal arrows. We must have actually found a bunch of metal arrows around here. That's actually quite surprising. Crossbow bolts would have been interesting, but I wanted to check on their stats, but I'll check that out when we get back to offload the Volkswagen. Let's give Brutus 5. There we go. Pop in. Alright. lot of sounds of movement. Ooh, my lord. Well, looks like we found the family. Crawling zombie, zombie child, zombie. Right, okay. Use the metal arrow at my inventory first. And fire there. No, ignore it. There we go, critical. Now fire the metal arrow in my inventory once again. Right there. There we go. And fire the metal arrow from my inventory once again. There we are. Now begin to unload. Okay, now we need to bail. There's way too many here. Let's keep running. Just draw back. Ignore it. There we go. Okay, they actually managed to get close enough and did manage to bite me, but they failed to pierce my armor. There we go. Now I need to back off a little bit again. Ignore it for now. Ooh, wow, they are actually catching up on me. Keep drawing back. There we are. And use the one on the floor. Oof, they are moving very fast. Trying to grab me, but failing. Okay, that was a lot of zombies. Let's have a look at Brutus's skills right now. Marksmanship is 4. And a good way towards 5. Archery is 4. Again, a good way towards 5. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, let's start butchering. Yeah, stop when we see them approaching. Crawling zombie is not going to be any issue because it takes so long to get close. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Need to get these cut up as a matter of some importance. Oh my lord, look at them all. Yeah, stop butchering now. Ooh, this one came down from above. Interesting. Either that or it was just a little bit further north, but this is definitely where the majority of the sounds were coming from previously. Oh my lord. Right, we've also got something down there, so that is not a room that we've been to yet. We're on the very north of the mansion now. Let's give 5 minutes. Grab the folding swagger and start going and collecting our loot. How much room is in the folding? Plenty of room in the folding wagon, so we're good for now. I lie. Okay, well at least we're fairly near to where we're dropping off. That was a good bit of archery though. Very good bit of archery. Right, let's have a look. Is there anything particularly useful there? No, I don't think so. Not right now, but we're probably going to want to start bringing these tiles together. So because we've gone up and around it, we've followed the southern basement wall, the western basement wall, and we're now moving across the northern basement wall. What we would like to do is come back towards the middle so that we've got a shortcut down to the middle of the southern wall, which is where we're dropping everything off, which would be a much better use of our time. Oh, wow. 2 messages in the same recording. That's uncommon for me. Bird shot. Okay, we've got a lot of interesting things here. Okay. No, we haven't filled it up. Almost, though. There we go. It is now somewhat full. So let's head back down. And this is generally how I go about looting a mansion. Get the first main floor cleared because you don't want to be downstairs when there's something bad above you. But clear out the first floor, or rather the ground floor. Then head down to the basement because that's often where you'll find some of the choicest loot. Then head up to the top floor. In that order, I find that you get the best out of things. Let's drop everything off here. We've got a lot of stuff there. So much tainted meat. Once we can make zombie pheromone, you're not going to have much trouble with that. Generally speaking, you're not going to want for it, I don't think. Because you get zombie kills everywhere. Right, let's dump all of that in there. There was a little bit more over here. Let's grab it all if we can. And there. What we got over here? There we grab everything from there. Now, I'm actually at this point. A fair-sized room, and they have destroyed a lot of stuff in it. We're finding metal arrows. Okay, mineral water. Nice, how lovely. This is going to be a big bloody room. Okay, for the moment then, folding swaggin, you go there. I'm going to start moving everything into a central location. There we go. Everything. Oh, I haven't actually butchered these ones. Oh, fair enough. Butcher them now then. There we go. Now let's start moving them more towards this side. There we are. And again. And sure, we'll grab everything from over here as well. This way we're going to be able to make a fairly easy return with the folding swaggin. There we go. And now I'll just drop it all off by there. And again. Right, that's an awful lot of stuff there. I want to head down. So what we're going to do is, on our way back up, we're going to check out one of the other routes coming out of the little washroom there. You may find... I'm actually running, aren't I? Yes, I am. That is why I'm constantly running out of breath. Granted, it's useful, but not right now. Womp. Now, if we wanted to, we could go up there, and there is a reason to do that, but we're going to go this way instead. We'll quickly check out this little room here. The door is locked, of course it is. Apply my crowbar. Chunk. What have we found? What secrets? A pair of eyeglasses, you know, it's a decent lens, I suppose. We could also take apart the terminal there, and we almost certainly will. Again, we'll be coming back down for things that I need to disassemble later. Right now, we're going to leave that there for the time being. I'm going to head down. I expect to find a zombie in here. And instead, I don't. Okay. Interesting. Let's grab you. We will be heading further down in a moment. Another screwdriver set, of which we've now got quite a lot. We've got one of those. Soldering iron, finally! And 200 solder as well. That is amazing. We can now create the bow mods. That's all we've been waiting for, to be able to create bow mods, by the way. Right. My inventory. Ignore it. They can't see me from that far away. So we can take that moment to wipe it out. Does this lead down? Yes, it does. Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Open up these. And this one as well. Now let's just push all of this into one space. There we are. Over here as well. That's fine. Down there. What is this? It's just a regular bench. Television there. And then this goes into the washroom. Okay, so everything is now coming back together. Let's butcher this zombie. Ignore it. We're fine for now. Then disassemble the crate just above me. There we go, so we can access that. Alright. Time to grab the folding swaggin then. I will never get tired of saying that name. It's an amazing name. Ignore the sounds for now. Will you please... I don't know why it gives me an option to just ignore when it never lets me just ignore. If I've said, yeah, sure, I'm good for ignoring it, that means, surprise, surprise, that I am, in fact, completely okay with ignoring any further sounds that come from there. Silly game. Alright, let's pop all these up. What did we get there? The soldering iron is the main prize there. But mostly, you know, it's okay. Right. Now, I want to move across from here. Oh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. We've still got places to go in this direction, but I think we wiped those clean. No, we've still got a little bit more to do in that direction. Alright. Very well. Sure. Well, we're linking this area up now, which is nice. The folding wagon. Move through. Grab everything we can. There we are. We're very nearly finished with the basement floor, which is a big part of the looting, honestly. You tend to, like I said, you tend to find a lot of stuff down here. We haven't had amazing loot from this, I'll be honest. It's been a little bit less awesome than I'm used to for a basement, but still not terrible. There is definitely sound over here somewhere. There is a room. There's a hidden room. Huh. Yeah, I can see the walls completely there. I cannot see the walls completely. Aha! Gotcha. A closed metal door. Okay. Any other way in? No? No, no other way in. Okay. Well, we might be able to get stuff in there. Still. But it's going to be a little bit more of a potch. I'm not sure that my current tools can break through a closed metal door. We'll see. I might surprise myself, but... Oops, wrong thing. There we are. Is there anything there? No. The televisions. You know, you can never have too many televisions. They're good crafting components. Or rather, they're made of good crafting components. What is this? It's a pool table. Oh, right, I just can't see the edges because very dark. And while I can see shapes in the darkness, I struggle a little bit to see colors. Oh, really? Folding wagon? I didn't mean for you to come over here. Oh, fine. Alright. Leave you there then. Can I apply the crowbar? No. Can I open it? No, it's always locked. I can make a lockpick. See what we can do, shall we? Ignore the noise. There we go. Alright, lockpick. Scrap metal. Of course, I have no scrap metal here. Wield my forked spear. Actually, wield my crowbar and smash this apart. There we go. Alright, if those things in there didn't know they were there, they do now. Alright, apply my head torch, please. Suddenly, light. I would like lock. Provides lockpick. Make as many of these as we can. Just make 5, actually. Ignore it. There we go. Improvised lockpicks. Let's turn off the head torch. Also, let's go ahead and move all of this stuff into the folding wagon. May as well. There we go. Right. Apply improvised lockpick. Ah, how annoying is that? Okay, well there is a room then in the mansion that goes down in there. I could try and smash it with my makeshift crowbar. We can do that. Let's try, shall we? It'll probably tell me I'm not damaging it after enough attempts. Yeah. Okay. We're not getting in that way then. And whatever is in there is not getting out that way. That's the other thing we can take from that. If I can't break in with a crowbar, it can't break out. So, instead, we are going to be loading up this wagon with a redonkulous. There's 278 litres worth of materials here. I really do wish that it wouldn't... Like, once it stopped being able to move stuff, it would be like, yeah, I can't move anymore. And then it would stop trying. But instead, no. Right, let's drop all of that off. There we are. Because the thing is, you're wasting time shifting the gear onto the tile that the wagon is on. I mean, I guess gradually you're going to move it ever so slowly across, but... right. I would like to move all of these across then. So bump, bump. Let's get through all of this. Might actually get... Oh, it's just... I've got 90 litres worth of rags. 107, please. There's a lot of stuff here. We'll be able to build pretty much any furniture that needs textiles forever. Additionally, if we are that way inclined, we can simply take apart the furniture, take apart the rags, and have effectively an infinite supply of thread as well. We still can't even take all of the rags yet. My goodness, and then it's the 2x4s after that. The life of a compulsive pack rat. Let's drop all of those off there. But I'm not going to waste the amount of time needed to move all of this up top. Or maybe I will, I don't know. I'll probably do that off camera. I'm not that cruel. I'm quite cruel, but not that cruel. 24 of these. Yeah, we're going to have 2 more runs just to get the 2x4s down there. And this is the thing, is if you actually were thorough and took apart every piece of furniture in a place, you would very quickly find that you had no need for any more building materials ever, especially if that place was a mansion. We'll grab 33. There we go. And then one more run back here, and we're going to have all of the 2x4s that we need. And I did get quite a few comments that maybe living in the mansion, as much as quite a lot of people liked it for the roleplay value, again, why do you need this much space? We've got the Aavak shelter, and we're not even using all of the space in there, so why upgrade somewhere bigger? And there is actually a really, really good argument there. However, there were also quite a few people who suggested, well, you've got too much space in the mansion, you're never going to use it all. Why not, instead of moving into the mansion, build your own house nearby the mansion? And then you can just plunder the mansion at will and still have access to all of the great stuff and the pool, etc. There's a fairly good argument there as well, to be honest. Another toolbox. I don't even... Alright, well, that one's locked. Let's quickly grab all of this first. But we are going through this door, so... There we are. Anything over here? No. Machinery. I'm not sure if we can actually break the machinery down. We might be able to. It would be interesting to see what we got out of it. Let's see. Can I deconstruct the machinery? Yes. Wire, metal, rubber hose. Actually, a lot of things. Huh. I've never tried deconstructing machinery before. But now I know I should have been doing so all along. I'll bear that in mind. That's now been added to the list of things that we will be deconstructing when we sweep through to be ultra thorough. Mops, brooms, gallon jugs of ammonia. Hooray. Anything else? Some boxer shorts. Okay, we're running out of room as well. However, please stop moving it. There we go. I'll just grab the rest of these. I can easily hold them. We are wearing a duffel bag for a reason. Right. We'll go back through the middle though, because I'm not 100% on that area being clean of or being devoid of zombies. There we go. Drop all of this off. Perfect. Right, at this point, we're going to try moving up. And we should quickly find... Oh, wow, this is actually a little bit larger than I was expecting. Oh, we heard some... Oh, no, we've actually found the connection point. Okay, that's cool. Oh, hello. Fancy meeting you here. One from my inventory first. Yeah. Butcher you. And drop everything off. Drop all of this off as well. These. All of those. That is not a snake. That is, in fact, a piece of string. Good times. String is always, always, always useful. Right, I'm going to start moving the swag in there just so I can properly explore whether those tables had anything on them. They did not. It's fine. But there should be doors up here. And yes, these doors connect to the room that we just came from. I don't believe this room had any further exits. No, we are very close to having finished the hunt through this area then. And that will be the end of the episode, I think. I'm not going to torture you with any more exploratory looting in the mansion for this video. I think the next one will probably be us spending a little bit of time looking over the loot that we've got. And what have we got in here? Fancy hairpin. Some more rags, as if we didn't have enough already. There we go. And was there anything else? There were, actually. Okay. Oops. There we are. And we got denim shorts, pair of moccasins. Nothing amazing. We've got quite a lot of stuff that we can break down in here, but nothing too fancy, I would say. I am a little bit disappointed with the loot that we've gotten. And that's the primary reason why I have kept you with me throughout this loot, is because usually you find something amazing in these places. I mean, the food is not unwelcome. Ah, there we go. Ah, just as well I didn't stop recording. We found the casks. So that's a wooden barrel of Cabernet Sauvignon, wooden barrel of Riesling. There probably were other wooden barrels around here, honestly. Yeah. That makes me grieve. Okay. What have we got over there? Well, we've at least got 2 of these massive wooden casks. We could probably make our own if we really were less inclined, but having those is going to be great for us. That's an awful lot of storage capacity for liquids. Fantastically large amount, actually. Let's drop all of that off. I'm actually hungry and thirsty, so let's go ahead and gobble something down. Not the tainted meat, no. Crispy cranberry, dark cola. 2 glass bottles of Chardonnay. Let's see, a chocolate bar. In fact, I'm going to go through all 3 of those. Om nom nom. Now start work on the Necker wafers. Yeah. And all I do is made. Where are they? Malted milk balls too. Let's work our way through those. I actually opened all bags of the Necker wafers and didn't finish a single one. That was extremely bad of me. Wow, we are super hungry still. This is one of the deceptive things about looting, is moving items from one pile to another. Seems like it's not taking any time, but it absolutely is. You will spend a fantastic amount of time just moving items from one pile to the next, and it can really creep up on you in how much it'll make you hungry and thirsty. That's a bag of chocolate covered pretzels. No, I'm not gonna eat that. I could eat some of the meat jerky, actually. Pork sticks. Yes. Eat the plastic bag of pork sticks. I'm assuming that's not a horrible thing. Do we have any more? Where are you? Pork sticks, there we go. There we are, yeah. Our mood is going up, not down, so that's fine. All of that's gone. Plastic bag of salted popcorn, sure. We'll eat through that. My god, we're a bottomless pit. We've got a can of fresh spam. Yes. And then a tin can of corn. Sure, we'll eat through that as well. Do we really need more? How? Oh no, we've more or less stopped. But I'm okay. I'm dehydrating myself by eating more. Let's see. We should have... where is all of the drinks? Mineral water. There we are. That's taking us back to very thirsty at the very least. We've got boxes of flour though, which is a fantastic. Also got some small plastic bottles of servings of protein powder. We'll be able to make some protein drinks with that, which is very good. Have I really not got anything up? Wow. So, when did we run out of water skin? Oh. Alright. Well, that's fine, I suppose. Let's drop those off. And continue the last little bit of our exploration. There we are. Alright, we want to grab all of these. What was there? All of this spilt. So frustrating to see so much wasted. Grab all of you. Grab everything there. Now, there is no way we can move that the drinks cask. We'll have to move that the normal way of just tile moving it individually. But that's it. We've fully explored the downstairs, except for the hidden room. Like I said, there are almost always hidden rooms on these floors. And that is a bit of a potch. But with that done, I'm going to go ahead and have Brutus moving a lot of the items up. I'll do that off camera though. And when we return, it'll be time for us to do a full sweep of the main floor of the mansion. And hopefully we can find a way down into that secret room. But that's going to be it from me. I really do hope you enjoyed, and we'll be seeing you in the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.